got a mat, I've got blocks, got foam roller for afterwards so I can stretch off the hip flexors, and hamstrings and core. This abs workout is predominantly going to work the lower core below the belly button. In my opinion, the most important part and the hardest part to connect to, works with the pelvic floor, TVA muscle, is what we're talking about, assisting breathing as well. So we're going to be there's a lot of exercises that we're going to be trying to focus on that area. All these exercises are safe apart from the ones in the last round, which are V-ups. You know, if you've not got that core connection, you might have to adapt that exercise. We've got a hollow plank as well to finish. But a lot of them, we're looking for the back to be flat against the floor. But yeah, just do what you can. So the round one's a matrix format, all on the lower core. So we've got hip kicks, we've done that before. I'll explain those as we go. Heel taps, again, trying to not move the pelvis too much. Knee tucks, so you'll see that I won't come all the way out because my back starts lifting, I'll lose connection, so I'll be doing the knee tucks but not coming all the way out, so it's more like a pulse. Same for knees up crunch, you can go all the way out, but I'll be keeping it more in center. So that's in a matrix format, so that means we do the one exercise, then we do 1 2, then 1 2 3, 1 2 3 4, 4 3 2 1, 4 3 2, 4 3 4, and that's round one done. And round two is 3 groups of 2 exercises, 3 pairs of exercises done 3 times. We've got the bicycle, knee tucks, knee raises again in pairs, side plank dips, each side, and then the final round is abduction, knees up crunch, V-ups and hollow plank. But you can swap for any exercises that you feel that are better for your core, because I never used to be able to do a lot of these, but now I can. Let's go work, let's do it. Just wait to populate a wee bit. Right, so it's matrix to start. Oh, I feel like I need a big stretch. Oh, right, not matrix, what am I talking about? Metafit. So it's like hit abs. So the abs are going to go beyond failure here. Don't forget to start your Fitbit. For strength, it's a strength session for the abs. So lying on the ground, hip kicks. Move that out of the way. So legs up in the air as straight as you can. Rolling up, rolling down. So it's localized, like a little reverse crunch. But you're not coming all the way up because we want to keep the connection in the lower core. So rolling one vertebrae at a time, coming down with control. Good. We're going to do that again. Then we're going to add on heel taps for the lower core. We get overactive on the upper core, this is why we're training the lower. But other muscle groups will get targeted as well. Same again. Then we're adding on them heel taps. Okay, back stays flat, heels lead, tapping the floor, keeping the connection in the lower core. And you should be able to feel that burn. It will sway forwards and backwards your pelvis a wee bit, but we're trying to limit that, like reduce that. So then we're adding in knee tucks, partials, pulses if you like, to keep it nice and local. So hip kicks. So we're really trying to feel that burn in the lower core. You might feel it in your thighs as well because you're strengthening those hip flexors. That's where they are. Take your time, quality over quantity. So you can see my pelvis moving forwards and backwards, which I'm going to limit it. Knee tucks, partials. So I'm only going out as far as what my back starts to lift, and I bring it back in. You should be feeling the burn below the belly button. That's what we're looking for. Good. Them 3 again, and we're going to add a knees up crunch, one of my favourites. And love, like and subscribe, guys. If you want fitness, motivation and education, like and subscribe this channel. Hip kicks. Trying to come down with control, one vertebrae at a time. Hip flexors are feeling it. You need strong hip flexors for a strong core. Heel taps. Good bend in the knee. We're trying to train our core to protect our back through everyday life. Knee tucks. Breathe, deep breaths. Rib cage stays tucked in as you're breathing and performing these exercises. I'm not going all the way out. Oh, my lower core's on fire. Knees up, crunch, supporting the neck, not pulling on it. Try and get them hips off the floor. Exhale as you're coming up. Oh, my core. It's on fire. Now we're going to do them all in reverse, starting with knees up crunch. Knees up crunch are super safe. It's good for the neck. You're not pulling on the neck, you're just supporting it. Works the rectus abdominis. Back flat. If you can get them hips off the floor, it's even better for the lower core. So as many as you can stop and start as much as you need to. Oh, knee tucks. Keep that back flat, no curves in the lower back. You should be able to feel it lifting. Let's bring it back. I think these are one of my favourites for this morning. Heel taps, sorry. The connection lost is so subtle. Oh, heel kicks. Last ones, and we're knocking these off, thankfully. I can barely get my legs straight now with the fatigue. It's like a rocking. Rest a few seconds. Answer any questions on health, fitness, fat loss and toning. Okay. Knees up crunch. Oh, the ache is real. Stomach ache. Oh. Knocking them off now. Knee tucks. Keep that back flat. Should be no hip kicks hip clicks. Whew. As soon as it starts to burn too much, pause and continue a couple more reps. Heel taps, and we're knocking these off. On the way to finishing round 1 now. Oh, this is a good core session if I do say so myself. I feel like I'm already aching from DOMs. Oh, then we just got knees up crunch and knee tucks. Morning, welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions on fat loss, toning, habit forming, back pain, nutrition, exercise. If anyone's struggling. I'm a personal trainer of 12 years, Pilates and yoga teacher, and I train folk online to change their lifestyle and mindset. Knee tucks. Oh, you really realise how weak your lower core is when you do full matrix format on it. Wow. Finished round 1. My hamstrings are sore from yesterday. Knees up crunch, let's do it. Finish round 1. Get them hips up, keep working that lower core. We're not pulling on the neck. All the way up, all the way down. Excellent, round 1 done. Grab a drink. Oh, that was a good start. Right, zone 2, 3 pairs of exercises done 3 times. It was warm, by the way. Morning, guys. Welcome to my live core work this morning. So we've got bicycle crunch, left side, right side only. I'll show you. All the way up, all the way down. Knee to elbow, elbow to knee. Just one side though. So I'm going to do the other side in a sec. Keep that back flat. The more twist, the more you incorporate the sides of the stomach as well. And turn them over to the other side. Not much recovery, was there? Deep breaths. Keep that rib cage tucked in as you're performing these. Oh, and the burning gets too much, pause and then continue. A few more. Then we have something a bit different. Single knee tucks. So keeping both knees up. Single knee tucks. This helps the connection with fatigued abs. So get them up. So one at a time. Keeping that back flat. Pushing the belly button into the ground. Deep breath. Breathe. Then single knee raises. Leading with the heel. Again, told you it was very lower core-y. Ooh, these are effective. Good variety. Oh, side plank dips next. So side plank dips left side, then we switch over to the right side. Or whichever side you want to start with first, but make sure you swap it over. Elbow directly under the shoulder. This is a knee strengthening exercise for the shoulder as well. Push your hips forward, you're all in one line. Bring in a curve in the side of the stomach and breathe. Engage the front of the core as well. This is a strengthening exercise for the sides of the neck as well. So we've literally just added this in for a bit of a variety. And that's round 1 out of 3 done of round 2. Morning guys, welcome to my live. Like and subscribe for motivation and education on all things health, fitness, fat loss and toning. We're doing those again. This is a core workout for the lower portion of the core that protects the back, that's forgotten about. I'd love a like. Bicycle crunch. Start on the other side this time. Exhale coming up. Over to the other side, let's go. Twisting right over, using them obliques, them sides of the stomach muscles. Then single knee tucks are much safer than double. So if you're a beginner or if you're not one kind of baby, really good ones. And knees up, back flat into the ground, core engaged. Oops, knee tucked. Singles. Keeping that back flat. Exhale as it's coming out. Knee raises or singles. Trying to train the core to look after the back when our legs are moving in a variety of ways. Side plank dips. Let's start on the opposite side what you started off from last time. Quick drink. Morning guys, welcome to my live herb session from Scotland. Just throwing it down, but it's warm. I think we're due a thunderstorm. So we want to come a little bit higher than parallel to bring in that curve in the side of the core. Over to the side. Side to the stomach, and a deep muscle in the back called the QL for short is also being worked. Then final round of those exercises, and moving on to the final round. Thank you Sissy. Morning guys, welcome to my live. If you want in advice, fire in the comments on building muscle, losing fat, around babies, postnatal rehab, back pain, specialise in these areas. Bicycle crunch, let's go, come on. Last time we're doing these. Quality over quantity, to make sure the core's engaged before you bring the leg out. How do you know your core's engaged? Practice and look for where that burning sensation is. Think of someone punching your stomach and you brace up, that's your core engaging. But it might be more braced higher up versus lower down, that's what we're working on. Single knee tucks, like I said, nice and safe for the core and lower back. Sometimes we get back pain from not having a strong core. So back flat, lift. One at a time, keeping that back flat. If you're not sure if your lower core's engaged, look for tension below the belly button. Should feel braced. That helps my muscle connection. Single leg raises. Try your best not to let that back lift. Strengthening the hip flexors so we can go into a stretch after. Those are nice and warm. Good. Side plank dips. Finishing round 2 now. Well done. Grab a drink. On to any comments, questions if you've got any. We've actually given us a rest. All the way up, all the way down. So you're strengthening the side of the neck as well. 6, 8. I don't know why I'm counting. I'm not doing that kind of training. Over to the other side. I'm recording content after this for habit forming. How's best using science to build a habit. The more habits you can build around health and fitness, the more successful you'll be. Morning guys. You make me when you speak. I don't know what you're trying to say. Samuel. Likes are free guys, I'd love a like for supporting my channel. Right, a minute on last 4 exercises. Let's get on the mat. Abduction, back flat, coming out and in whilst the back keeps flat. Feel a stretch of the adductors, adductors even, bringing the body part back to the center of the body. These work with the core. It's all connected, that's why we're getting these in. Keep the core engaged. That's 30 seconds. You get a deep stretch in the pelvis. You might feel it on one side more than the other. These are your tight areas and your weaknesses that are identifying themselves. Just take note of it. Whew, fatiguing now. Gets really deep in that hip joint. Don't come all the way out if it's sore or you're just not liking how it feels. Core must be engaged. Oh, I could barely do that last one. Then we're doing a minute of knees up crunch. Knees up crunch. So we have done this. Nice and safe. Gets to the point. Morning guys, welcome to my live. I go live often. So if you want fitness, motivation and education, like and subscribe. Free advice, so ask away. It's bloody warm. Got loads of content on my channel as well. Pilates and Yoga Teacher too. So I've got lots of classes for different goals. Check it out. I've also got lots of shorts on mindset coaching. Which is for those people predominantly who stop and start. Oh wow, struggling. If you're failing, that's good. Means it's working, you're gonna get stronger for next time. Last few, come on. Last two exercises. We've got V-ups next. Any variation of V-ups, you can have be mostly flat on the floor. Morning guys, welcome to my live. I'd love a like and subscribe. So I'm going to do assisted with the arms V-ups. I'm going to tuck the pelvis under and do as many as I can. I definitely caught some sun yesterday. My legs are looking brown. Which is a rarity in Scotland. If you can't do this without back pain or anything, make sure your body's on the floor and don't come all the way out. It's 30 seconds in. Now see how I've adapted it. Strengthening the hip flexors. Chest proud. It's a nice little chest opener. Good for posture. Massive on the lower core. Brace before you bring them legs out. Thanks for likes and subscribes. Good. Next is hollow plank. Final exercise, hollow plank. So we're just trying to keep the arms and legs up. So there's going to be failure. It's going to be on fire. We're already really fatigued by now. So back flat, core engaged and lift. Oh, this is a tough one. Breathe. I'd rather be doing burpees. I'm going to brace and lift one leg up at a time. We don't need to be perfect. Keeping that back flat, rib cage in. Nine. Let's hold it. Oh man. I've not done hollow plank for a very long time, so. Oh, we did it, guys. Well done. I want to get into some stretches now. What a great way to start your Sunday off. Good morning. I'm answering any questions on health, fitness, fat loss, toning, nutrition, rehab. I specialise in back pain, nutrition, rehab, lifestyle change. I don't just give my clients the targets, I also help them stick to it, and that is a skill. It requires you to work with yourself, not against, because sometimes we make it as hard as possible to achieve fat loss, like we don't manage our environment and things like that. Okay, so the hip flexors can get really tight if you've got a desk job or you're in a seated position most of the day, and the shoulders can round as well. So we've worked the full core massively on the hip flexors, so it's a good opportunity just now to work with warm muscles and go into a nice stretch. How to train glutes. If you have a look at my previous live yesterday, I did a full glute workout. My glutes are sore today from it. It was 50 minutes, so it's quite advanced. However, you don't have to do as many reps as sets, and you don't have to use as much weight as I was. A lot of them are unilateral exercises, like using one leg, like lunges, split leg squats, split leg deadlifts, as in like B stance, sorry. Lunge pulses, what else have we have in there? RDLs as well. My glutes are definitely feeling it today, so my hamstrings. Quads are alright because they're strong. But yeah, check out, that's a last live yesterday. How I exercise. Yeah, you can follow along to it as well. So I like to stretch my hip flexors using splits training. So you can go into a low lunge, you can bring out that foot, and you can use blocks, or you can books, whatever you've got, or you can come straight on. You just hold that position. You can hold it for 3 minutes, but it's all in the hips. Trying to push the hips towards the ground. You can also sit back as well in a low lunge. We're trying to feel the stretch here, okay? So I'm quite tight, like I said, I trained legs yesterday, so I probably won't be able to go as deep as what I have been getting, but we will try because we are warm, but my hamstrings are sore. Toes to ceiling, so I've put this block underneath my glute, and I like to have my foam roller handy for balance. Toes on the front to ceiling, and hold. So if it's too intense, you can lean forward, and then as it eases off with your deep breath, slow exhale, be able to sit back in the lunge. Now I have been going over to a horizontal block underneath, but not today. This will do for today. Breathe. And you're trying to relax the muscles and switch them off, which will happen the longer you hold it for. A lot of people aren't patient enough with stretches. Okay, over to the other side. I want to go into a low lunge first, get our body used to the new position. Oh, I feel that right in my hip. Morning guys, welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions on all things health and fitness. So I'm a personal trainer of 12 years, online lifestyle coach. My business is called DigiCoach. I'm a yoga and Pilates teacher. I specialise in back pain, nutrition and rehab. Sit back. Got any, because nutrition's really complicated for no reason online, so if you've got any questions that you're not sure of, cortisol's a bit of a buzzword at the moment. Like, does cortisol alone make you gain fat? Anything like that, just ask away. Toes to ceiling. Make sure both legs are faced forward. Sometimes the back leg comes in. Breathe. So you can see I can't get that straight with this leg at the moment. That's fine though. The huge spider up on the ceiling there. I don't know if you can see that. Might just be out of view for you. No, it shouldn't be actually. Will I get it though? bit of effort. I'll probably catch it another time. Then next, we're going to stretch off the abs. Morning, guys. I hope we've had a nice, productive week. We've done something towards our goals, whatever they may be. Some sort of action of the weekend. Morning. Now we're going to stretch off the full core with the hip flexors. So you can have a walk around and just see if you can notice any changes in how your body feels. Next, I want to get on the foam roller, which is highly recommend if you've got any discomfort in your knees or hips. I'll show you how to use it. Deep breaths, pushing the hips into the ground. I can see a comment there. I'll answer that in a sec. I'd love a like and subscribe if you're wanting to see more from me. All things health, fitness, motivation, education. Trying to relax. So we're bringing that back bend back that we've lost during being seated a lot during the week. This is quite intense. You don't need to use the blocks. I just like to bring it into a deeper stretch. And this is a good one if you've got tight hip flexors. It's a variation of the cobra. Back into child's pose, just to counteract that back bend. Okay, foam roller next. So we'll do the tight hips. So if you're walking around a lot, if you're postnatal, if your glutes aren't firing, if you have trouble building your glutes, like your bum cheeks, and connecting to them and feeling your workout in them, it can be because your TFL, tensor fascia lata, overtakes the movement. However, that's great and all, thanks for the help, but it's a small muscle and gets fatigued easy, and that's where the discomfort can come from. As is so I shouldn't pronounce. As is aha. I hope that's how you pronounce your name. If you look on the last live that I've done, if you go on my channel, last live, I'm training glutes with dumbbells. And I give tips whenever I'm training as well. It's just how I teach. So check them out. So we're going to lie on the side of the hip, and you're looking for fleshy, the muscle. It's kind of like when you're having a massage and someone's digging into an area that you like. That's how it should feel in a foam roll. It shouldn't. I'm not doing it for like pain or anything. We're trying to roll out the fascia. I love that word. So small movement, just trying to see if anything feels like it needs rolled. You'll know what I mean if you do it. They're selling them everywhere, but FYI, if you're near a Sainsbury's, highly recommend this one. It's a bit spikier than a lot. I think it's £14 in Sainsbury's, but it's absolutely life-changing if you've got any discomfort in your hips, and I'll show you your knees as well in a moment. So this yesterday, just after I worked legs, I could feel my TFL muscle taking over my glutes, and this felt amazing when I was rolling it out, because you're just trying to like calm it down. Whereas today, not much work needing to be done. So that's my body telling me, oh, it's fine, chill out, focus on something else today. I'm going to do the other side just to check. You can straighten the leg and lengthen it, or you can bend it again. So you can have a check as well. You'll know what I mean when you feel like it needs stretched. So you're just rolling up and down, and then when you do get a bit, you can add more weight to it. You can barely move. Hi Ronnie, how you doing? So now we're going to work the knees, foam roll the knees. So if you're quad dominant, you know you're quad dominant, here just above the patella, there's a tendon. It can get quite tight, especially if your quads are getting tight, it can pull. So the way you feel that is you get a bit of discomfort, not pain in the knees, but just above the knees when you're coming down, it can feel a bit tight. So with the extra knobbles, that's the technical term, on the foam roller, you're going to stretch the quad. You're just going to place it above that tendon, not on the knee. And just going to add a bit of weight and foam roll. So it can be quite intense, the discomfort. Shouldn't be painful. Just because you're stretching your your skin as you do this. And you can. Yesterday I was adding weight. I'm going to use my some a bit higher so it's not as much weight. So you can see I'm balancing on it. I'm just pulling that tendon. It's nice and warm because we've done some exercises. You can see I've got some grooves in my skin from that. This actually solved almost straight away knee discomfort. So the more you do it a few times a week, that one feels much better. Like to do, like it needs done. Don't forget to stretch the quads, guys. You can spend as long as, yeah, highly recommend you try it. You can spend as long as you want on a foam roller. There was one day when I was super discomfort here. I've done a lot of hill walking during the week. When I push the hips forward for the hip flexor and get into more the quad. I don't do much of this stretch. That's probably why my knees are tight. I spent like 5 minutes on each side just rolling, and then I stood up and I was like a new woman with hips. Like, foam roller is underrated, I feel. I remember when I was a new PT, we had them in the gym. They're like, oh, give this a try if you've got sore like muscle aches, DOMS from exercise. Oh my god, it was agony. I never went on it again since. I wouldn't use, if if your glutes are like in agony or your hamstrings are sore from exercise, I definitely wouldn't recommend you get on the foam roller. It's just going to put you off. But when your muscles are recovered, they're just feeling a bit tight and want a bit of blood flow to them, I'd recommend it. Hamstring stretch is all in the hips back, small bend in the knee. Feel the hamstring stretch. So I'm going to hold that, relax the neck. You can decompress the spine. I'd love a like and subscribe, guys. Then the sides of the stomach don't get stretched that much. So we want to do that next. Can you do it with the squats? Can I do what with the squats? Oh, all them exercises, yeah. So whenever I'm doing lunges, you could do squats if it's easier for your knees, or don't go down as far with the lunges. So bottom knee comes forward, top knee back. Trying to sit upright. Now, if you're in this position and you're over that way, it's because you're too tight here and you need this even more. So pushing knees into the ground and hips into the ground. Inhale, arm rises on the front leg. That's more forward. Over. So push the hip down and you're creating space between the hip and the rib. And lean into that stretch. How does that feel? If it feels quite intense, you can hold like a resistance band that's attached to something, so you can relax more into it. Again, you can hold this 1 or 2 minutes. Chest proud, make sure you're not leaning too far forward. And go over to the side. This is just maintenance because we did the hip dips. Again, what's this side feel? We all have a tighter side. Inhale, arm rises, hand to the back so we can push further into it. Might feel just as tight as one another. Breathe. When you breathe in, you increase the stretch and the intensity and allow yourself to feel that. Then the next exhale, you relax and it reduces. Stretches the lats as well. Then we're going to do one more. It's going to be a chest opener, counteracting bad back bends. Do you have a video on YouTube? My sister, I've got lots of videos on YouTube. Check out my channel. What are you looking for? Any content in particular? See, when I got down on the floor there, my knees felt a lot less tight because of that. I'm going to do that again. Right, so if you've got a seated job, sit down a lot during the day. We're going to put this roughly bra height, but your body will feed back to you, because I like mine a little bit higher than bra height. This is for somebody with no neck problems, by the way. So I like mine a bit higher. Arms over your head. And you can bring them out to the side as well. You get into the pec minor. This is a lat stretch. Our lats can get really tight. And you can hold this for a minute. Just trying to relax, breathing in the front and back body. Good. When you're coming out of it, hold your head like a crunch, support your neck coming out of it. Take your time. My hair's caught on my earring. There we go. And then I'm going to foam roll the knees once more, just because I got so much relief from that. Is this a glute workout? This isn't a glute workout. Okay, so you're clearly not listening, so you're just going to get blocked, I'm afraid, because I'm not going to repeat myself constantly on the live. Okay. So, like I said, the tendon's just above the knee. So we're going to place the foam roller. It's not going to go over the knee at all. You can add a little bit of weight, get used to it. Move in small movements, and you can add more weight by bringing your other leg on top. Small movements. We'll do the other side. It doesn't need long. Just a few sets. Try it without first. This one feels tighter, more intense on this side, so my body's feeding back to me. Add more weight. Close engaged like a plank. It feels better. It feels really nice. Great. Do we have any questions on health, fitness, fat loss and toning before I leave? Or on the questions about the foam roller? Make sure you're stretching every day. So we work the lower core, and you see tomorrow if you're aching from this session, it's not like the traditional ab ache up here. When you've worked your lower core, you only feel it when you stretch back. It feels like a stretchy ache. Well, if you want more motivation, education, and you think you might have more questions, next time you see me, like and subscribe, guys. Thanks for joining. Take care. Bye. Have a good